we begin our third and final match for the day, we'd like to honor our third and fourth place finalists in this 2A conference. This year's third place finalist was Eureka Springs, and coming in fourth place was Quitman. Congratulations to Eureka Springs and Quitman. Now let's move on to introduce the teams for our final Quiz Bowl match, the 2A Conference Championship between Gurdon and Murfreesboro. First from Gurdon, we have Caitlin Dickerson, a junior. Their captain is Malia Chester, a sophomore. Michaela Harper, a junior. And Megan Trout, a junior. Their alternates are Nick Stubbs, a freshman, and Dylan Watson, a sophomore. Their coaches are Mark Crowley and Kay Downey. Let's hear it for Gurdon. And now to Murfreesboro. First we have Jeremy Rohilo, a junior, Alex Arnold, a senior, Ming Fuang, a senior, Casey Mullins, a sophomore. Their alternates are Corliss Johnson, a junior, Hunter Mabry, a junior, Michael Villalobos, a junior, Joe Gatlith, a sophomore, and Brady Stivers, a senior. And their coaches are Kathy Stafford and Sandra Elliott. And now, that's right, let's give them a big round of applause. Yes, I'd like to wish both teams the best of luck, and now I'm going to turn it over to our quiz master, Catherine Hayes. Catherine, take it away.
Thank you, Evangeline, and welcome Gurdon and welcome Murfreesboro. Good luck to both teams. All right, starting with our first toss-up. Over 370 different proofs, including one by President James A. Garfield, are accepted in proving what fundamental mathematical statement about light Murfreesboro means?
Pythagorean theorem.
Yes. Gotta get my letters right here. Number 2, which American leader is depicted in Gilbert Stuart's Lansdowne portrait and a painting by Emanuel Lutz featuring him crossing the Delaware River? Gurdon, Malia.
George Washington.
Yes. The southern portion of which state features White Sands National Monument and the cities of Alamogordo and Los Alamos? I'm sorry. Murfreesboro, Alex.
New Mexico.
Yes. Math question. The sine of one of the angles in a right triangle equals 24 over 25. What is the value of this angle's tangent? Murfreesboro, Jeremy.
25 over 24.
No. Gurdon, Caitlin.
1 over the square root of 2?
No, it was actually 24 over 7. Number 5, this point is directly below the epicenter of an earthquake. Name this initial, Murfreesboro, Casey?
Focus.
Yes. In which short story by Shirley Jackson does Mr. Summers, Murfreesboro, Alex?
The Lottery.
Yes. Number 7, which group of avenging deities in Greek mythology tormented criminals and inflicted plagues? Gurdon, Malia.
The Furies?
Yes. What note is on the fourth space of the treble clef staff? Gurdon, Malia.
E.
No, Murfreesboro. I'm so sorry. Murfreesboro, Jeremy.
A.
No, fourth space. Ugh, I think we have a mistake. Judges, what do you want me to do? Correct it now? Leave it alone? Okay, leave it alone. Okay.
I see it right here.
All right, I'm sorry. The answer I have is C.
And it's A. Yeah, it is E.
It is E, yes.
Yes, so yes.
That's why I asked if you wanted me to go ahead and fix it now. Okay, we're going to save your coach the problem of making a challenge on this one, and I don't know why. I played piano. There's no reason I should have missed that one, but I didn't even pay attention to it. E is correct. They did get it correct. So Gurdon, you need 10 points. Thank you. All right, number 9. What islands did England and Argentina fight over in Murfreesboro, Alex?
The Falkland Islands.
Yes. Number 10, what structure within cells that carry their own set of DNA has Gurdon? Malia?
Mitochondria.
Yes. Number 11, what branch of zoology deals with insects? Murfreesboro. Alex?
Entomology.
Yes. Excuse me. Number 12, what Steinbeck novel based on the real life Murfreesboro, Jeremy?
Greatest Wrath.
No, of the writer's grandfather is a classic retelling of the story of Cain and Abel. Answer? Called Time. It's East of Eden. Math question. How many diagonals does an octagon have? Murfreesboro. Ming?
16.
No. Gurdon. Caitlin?
5.
Nope, it's 20. The formula n times n minus 3 divided by 2. All right, number 14. Made of many repeating units called monomers, what name is given to a Murfreesboro? Jeremy?
Polymer.
Yes, given to a macromolecule made of covalently linked smaller molecules. All right, number 15. This is the longest running syndicated game show in American television history. Identify this show in which contestants compete to solve word puzzles. Murfreesboro. Jeremy?
Jeopardy.
No. Similar to those used in Hangman to win cash and prizes. Gurdon. Michaela?
Wheel of Fortune.
Yes. One of my favorites. Number 16. Among the mountain ranges in this region are the Altanshan and the Altai. Name this desert that covers most of southern Mongolia. Gurdon. Malia?
Gobi Desert.
Yes. Which list of proposals, including an end to secret diplomacy and an independent Poland, did Woodrow Wilson advocate as a way to build lasting peace after Gurdon? Malia?
League of Nations.
Say again?
League of Nations.
No. After World War I. Call time. It was 14 points. What type of Japanese drama uses a walkway called a hanamichi that extends from the stage into the audience, one of several contrasts to no NOH theater? Murfreesboro. Ming?
Kabuki.
Yes. Number 19. The faces of a regular tetrahedron are what specific kind of geometric figure? Gurdon. Malia?
Equilateral triangle.
Yes, they are. And last question in this quarter. Army General Stanley McChrystal was relieved of his duties as commander of all military operations in Afghanistan in June of 2010 because of comments attributed to him and his staff in what magazine? Murfreesboro. Jeremy?
Time.
No. Gurdon? Malia?
Entertainment Weekly.
No, it was Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone. That's the conclusion of the first quarter of play. Are there any challenges? No? All right, then the score at the end of the first quarter is Gurdon 70, Murfreesboro 80. Good close game. Any substitutions? Okay, we do have substitutions. Second quarter of play with captains Malia and Alex. Toss-up followed by bonus if you get the toss-up right. Identify the mother-daughter duo from Greek mythology whose separation is said to cause summer and Gurdon. Malia?
Persephone and Demeter.
Yes. Good job. Summer and winter. All right. You get chemistry computation. And I will give you 15 seconds as necessary. You're to balance these chemical equations. You ready? Na plus O2 yields Na2O. You have an answer? Okay, that's time. Second one, Al plus CuO yields Al2O3 plus Cu. You have an answer?
Read this.
I'm sorry, that's time. All right, number 3. Al plus O2 yields Al2O3.
Okay. 2Al plus 3O2 yields Al2O3.
No. All right, it was, oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Let me give you the last one first, and I'll go back and give you the answers. All right, here's the fourth one. C2H6 plus O2 yields CO2 plus H2O. Do you have an answer?
CH4.
No. Of course. All right, you ready for the answer? See if you had anything close to these. I'll just go back to the very first one. Na plus O2 yields Na2O. All right, the answer was 4Na plus O2 yields 2Na2O. Nothing like that? The second one was 2Al plus 3CuO yields Al2O3 plus 3Cu. Were you close on that one?
I had
You
it.
had that. That's the one we ran out of time on. I'm sorry. Number 3 is 4Al plus 3O2 yields 2Al2O3. And the last one was 2C2H6 plus 7O2 yields 4CO2 plus 6H2O. Okay. I wouldn't have known how to do them, but good for trying. All right, toss up both teams. Name in order the 3 religious groups having the most adherents worldwide. Gurdon, Malia.
Christianity, Muslim, Buddhist.
No. Murfreesboro. Jeremy.
Christianity, Islamic, Judaism.
No, close though. Christianity, Islam, Hinduism.
Hindu.
All right. What is the set of all possible outcomes of a random process known as? Murfreesboro, Joe.
Possibility.
No. Gurdon. Malia.
Limit.
No, it's known as a sample space. Okay, how about another science computation? It's not chemistry, okay? A force is applied for 3 seconds on an object on a frictionless surface, giving it a momentum of 90 kilograms meters per second. How much force was applied to the object? Murfreesboro, Ming?
217 kilogram meter.
No. Gurdon, Caitlin?
270 kilograms.
No, actually it was 30 newtons, or I could have taken 30 kilograms meters per second squared. Okay, number 25. Name the winner of the 1903 Nobel Prize for Physics, for whom the SI unit of radioactivity is named. Murfreesboro, Ming?
Becquerel.
Yes. Okay, you get characters from To Kill a Mockingbird. She is the narrator and protagonist in the story.
Elizabeth.
Answer?
Elizabeth.
No. This reclusive man never sets foot outside the house.
Some very weird name.
Answer?
No answer.
Okay. This man is a lawyer in Macomb, descended from an old local family.
Atticus Finch.
Yes. Good job. This man, who stands trial for a crime he did not commit, is a symbol of innocence destroyed by evil.
No idea.
Answer?
No idea.
That was Tom Robinson.
Oh, yes, of course.
The narrator and protagonist, that was Mary Louise Scout's what I needed, Finch. And the reclusive man that never goes outside his house, that's Arthur Boo Radley.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you read To Kill a Mockingbird?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
It's
a long
been a
time.
while. Okay. All right, toss up both teams. Contained in Article 4, Section 1 of the Constitution, which passage in the Constitution requires that each state recognize judicial decisions made by courts of other states? Answer? Call time. It's the Full Faith and Credit Clause. Identify the Massachusetts politician who served as Secretary of State from 1841 to 1843, known for negotiating a namesake treaty between the U.S. and Great Britain, which established the United States' northwestern boundary. Gurdon, Malia.
Gadsden.
No. Murfreesboro? Call time. Believe it or not, it was Daniel Webster. 28. This reclusive writer died at his New Hampshire home in January of 2010. Murfreesboro, Alex?
Salinger.
Yes, it is, as a matter of fact. Author of Fanny and Zoe and Catcher in the Rye. This time you're going to get Oscar winners.
Oh.
Given the category, name the 2010 Oscar winner. Best performance by an actor in a leading role for The King's Speech.
No idea.
Answer.
No answer.
Best performance by an actress in a leading role for Black Swan.
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman.
Yes. Best motion picture of the year.
Is it The King's Speech?
No, Up.
Never mind. I said The King's Speech. I already said it. So.
You are correct.
Oh, okay.
Be sure I know whether you're giving me an answer or just talking. You were looking at me, so I really did take that as your answer.
Okay,
But-
well, that's good, I guess.
Yeah, you lucked out. I agree. Last one. Best animated feature film of the year.
Oh, Toy Story 3.
Up.
Toy Story 3.
No.
Yeah. I was looking at her.
Toy Story 3.
Okay, yeah, I was looking at her.
I don't know.
And best performance by an actor in leading role, that for King's Speech, that was Colin Firth.
Don't know.
Okay. Toss up. We have one more and a couple of more questions. What is the term for a square array of numbers useful in solving systems of equations? Murfreesboro, Jeremy.
Matrix?
No. Gurdon? Call time. It's the determinant. I'm sorry?
Look at the answer.
Uh,
You said
Well, sorry. What do you want me to do? Just do a new question?
I'd say.
Because I did not.
You didn't give the, you didn't give the answer?
You haven't given the
Just
answer
go
Yes, I
ahead.
did.
Oh,
I just did
okay.
give the answer. That's why I said, shall I give a extra question then? I'm sorry. I have a note right in front of my eyes that
should
says
just go ahead and
prompt
go
on
to that.
matrix, and I didn't. So, do what?
Go ahead and go to
Do the
30.
next question.
Just go to, okay.
If we
All
get
right.
we'll go to
What
one
name
more.
is given to a long narrative poem in elevated Murfreesboro, Jeremy?
Epic?
Yes. Guess what? The question's on matrices.
Oh.
You're to answer the following questions concerning matrices. First one, what are the dimensions of the resulting matrix when a 3 by 2 matrix is multiplied by a 2 by 5 matrix?
3 by 5. Are you sure?
Yeah.
3 by 5.
Yes. What operation on a matrix switches rows and columns such that row 1 becomes column 1, row 2 becomes column 2, etc., and vice versa?
Inverse.
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 No.
Substitution.
Determinants exist only for matrices with what property?
Two by two.
2 by 2.
No. A matrix has an inverse if and only if its determinant is not equal to what value?
0, I guess. 0.
I don't know.
0.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. Determinants exist only for matrices that are square matrices. 2 by 2 was an example, but you had to tell me they were square. 3 by 3, 4 by 4. So we call them square matrices. And the operation that switches rows and columns, that's transpose or transposition. Okay, that's the end of the second quarter of play. The score stands at Gurdon 80, Murfreesboro 135. So Gurdon, you will have first choice of the lightning round. Here are your categories and their descriptors. We have literature. Name the authors of these well-known works. We have newspapers and magazines. Answer the following questions about newspapers and magazines based upon the information provided. And we have inventors. Name the person who invented each of the following. You have 60 seconds, Malia. As soon as you know, let me know what you're going to go with, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Well, Bill, we're watching a good game between Gurdon and Murfreesboro, and 60 seconds coming up, so a lot could happen, couldn't it?
Yes, you remember the last game we had, there was a 60-second spread.
Oh, yeah.
And now there's only a 55-point spread,
Point
not
spread.
second spread, but 55-point spread. So, yes, they can catch up very, very quickly. There's something else we need to recognize here, too. Gurdon has never competed before in Quiz Bowl, and this is a message that should go out to schools that have thought, well, we'd like to get into it, but it might take us 3 or 4 years to develop. And I want you to notice, this team from Gurdon, no seniors.
Wow.
I mean, they may pull this off this year, and if they do, it's Katie bar the door for next year because they'll get better. I mean, you've got freshmen on this team up here.
Wow.
And Ridgefield, first time here, and they've got a young team. I didn't hear of but maybe one senior on their team. So we're watching 2 very young teams compete and do it very well.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, they are doing a great job. And Murfreesboro, they're doing pretty good, too. I mean, Alex is putting those answers out there, and sometimes he's hitting them pretty good. Sometimes
Yes.
there's a miss every now and then, but he's taking a risk, seems like.
Yeah, you know, we've said this in the past, to be a good quiz bowler, you got to be a risk taker.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like playing basketball. If you throw up 3 shots and miss them all, and then you decide, well, I can't hit anything, you're going to lose the game. Well, the same thing about this. If you answer 3 questions and they're all incorrect, you can't stop answering. And most of the time, you're going to get it down to 2 or 3 possible answers, and you take an educated guess. That makes a good quiz bowler. Of course, it also means you got to get more of them right than you get wrong, too.
Yeah.
So you got to do a lot of work in getting prepared for the game.
Okay, I think we're ready to go back to the match.
All right, the teams have made their choices. Gurdon is going to go with literature. Murfreesboro is going to go with inventors. So we will start with Gurdon, literature. Name the authors of these well-known works. Ready? Here we go. Animal Farm.
Orwell.
Yes. The Great Gatsby.
F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Yes. The Scarlet Letter.
Hawthorne.
Yes. For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Pass.
David Copperfield.
Dickens.
Yes. War and Peace.
Tolstoy.
Yes. Heart of Darkness.
Pass.
The Jungle.
Upton Sinclair.
Yes. Slaughterhouse 5.
Von Gut.
Say again.
Von Gut. Vonnegut Jr.
Yes. Robinson Crusoe.
Daniel Defoe.
Yes. All right.
Good job.
I think, although I could be wrong, I think it is pronounced Vonnegut, but you spelled it correctly.
Okay.
So, all right. Okay, so they're going to turn 2 over to you. For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Hemingway.
Yes. And Heart of Darkness.
Conrad.
Yes. Okay. All right, Murfreesboro, you chose inventors. You are to name the person who invented each of the following. You ready? Here we go. Helicopter.
Pass.
Blue jeans.
Levi Strauss.
Yes. Air brake.
No idea.
Pass.
Movable type printing press.
Gutenberg.
Yes. Hydrogen bomb.
Oppenheimer.
No. Cotton gin.
Eli Whitney.
Whitney.
Yes. Polaroid camera.
Canon.
No, pass.
Battery.
Voltaire.
Voltaire.
No.
Gas.
Dynamite.
Nobel.
Yes. Radio.
Oh. Marconi.
Yes. Okay. All right. I've got 4 to pass over to, no, I'm sorry, I think that's 5. I've got 5 to pass over. All right. Helicopter.
Leonardo da Vinci.
No. Air brake.
Pullman.
No. Let me see. Hydrogen bomb.
Einstein.
Answer?
Einstein.
No. Polaroid camera.
Polaroid.
Good try, but no. And battery. Answer?
Pass.
Okay. The battery was Volta.
Oh, that's good.
So at least you had the V part right. Polaroid camera was Edwin Land. Let me see, the hydrogen bomb was Edward Teller.
Oh.
Air brake was George Westinghouse, and the helicopter was Igor Sikorsky.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know
All
what
right. Okay. Are there any challenges, coaches? I'm sorry. Okay. Then at the end of the third quarter of play, Gurdon with 160, Murfreesboro with 205. Still a very close game. Do we have any substitutions? No. Yes. Fourth quarter, close game. Good luck to both teams. Here's first question. Which literary device uses a part of an object to represent the object itself? Murfreesboro, Alex?
Symbolism.
No. An example includes all hands on deck. Answer? Call time. It's synecdoche. What standard unit of measurement is equal to 3,600 seconds? Gurdon, Malia. Answer.
1 hour.
Yes. Number 33. What theory is based on the idea that particles of matter are always in motion? Answer. Murfreesboro, Ming.
Kinematic.
Say again.
Kinematic theory.
Yes. In economics, what term refers to the amount by which merchandise imports exceed merchandise exports? Murfreesboro, Jeremy?
Capital gain.
No. Gurdon? Call time. I have trade deficit. What Italian artist and sculptor, considered to be the first major sculptor of the Renaissance, sculpted the bronze statue of David? Gurdon, Malia?
Michelangelo.
No. Murfreesboro? Jeremy?
Rodin.
No, Donatello. What male tennis player holds the record for most Grand Slam championships? Gurdon, Malia?
Agassi.
No. Murfreesboro? Ming?
Rafael Nadal.
I have Roger Federer. All right, here's a math question. Give the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line parallel to the line containing the points 4, -5, and 3, 1, and then passing through the point -2, -5. We have an answer? I would say that was the same time. Okay. Murfreesboro, Ming.
Y equal negative 6x plus 17.
No. Gurdon, do you have a response? Okay, I will call time. It's negative 6x minus 17. So close. All right. Number 38. This Pacific city is named for a British war hero. Name this city the southernmost capital city in the world. Answer? Call time. I don't think I quite got it out. All right, Gurdon, Malia.
Auckland.
No. Murfreesboro? Alex?
Williamton.
Close.
Oh.
It's Wellington. Wellington. New Zealand. All right. Number 39. What is the name for the scientific study of the principles of anatomy and mechanics during human movement? Murfreesboro, Casey.
Kinesiology.
Yes. Number 40. What do we call a symbolic representation such as a blindfolded person with a scale of justice? Murfreesboro, Alex.
A symbol.
No. Gurdon? According to this, I have allegory.
Oh, okay.
Number 41. What preeminent work of Italian literature is divided into three parts? The Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradise. Murfreesboro, Casey?
The Divine Comedy.
Yes. What Cold War era military conflict became America's longest running war? Murfreesboro, Alex?
The Vietnam War.
Yes. Number 43. Which planet revolves around the sun at a mean distance of 0.72 astronomical units? It takes 225 days. Gurdon, Malia.
Venus.
Yes. VisaCalc was the first example of what type of computer application, a grid or matrix of cells often used? Murfreesboro, Jeremy.
Excel.
No. For accounting or chart making? Dylan?
Spreadsheet.
Yes. Number 45. Which WASP of Twickenham and author of the Dunciad wrote that a little learning is a dangerous thing in his essay on criticism? Gurdon, Malia.
Payne.
No. Murfreesboro? Call time. It was Alexander Pope. Number 46. She was the lead singer of an all-girl group formed in Houston, Texas with Kelly Rowland and Gurdon, Michaela?
Beyonce Knowles.
Yes. According to the third law of thermodynamics, at what temperature would the Gurdon, Dylan?
Negative 273 degrees Celsius.
No. Would the entropy of a pure crystalline substance be equal to 0? Murfreesboro. Alex.
0 Kelvin.
Yes. I could have taken one of three. I could have taken absolute 0, which is the first answer they gave. I could have taken the 0 Kelvin or negative 273.15 degrees. They wanted you to be really specific there. Celsius. All right, number 48. The first time the formal term the United States of America was used was in which document? A proclamation made by the Second Continental Congress. Gurdon, Malia.
Declaration of Independence.
Yes. Number 49. In which quadrant of a coordinate graph would sine theta be less than 0 and cosine theta be greater than 0? In what quadrant would this be plotted? Murfreesboro, Ming.
The fourth quadrant.
Say again.
The fourth.
Yes. And last question, which author of Perpetual Peace and Metaphysics of Ethics also developed the concept of the moral categorical imperative? Answer? Immanuel Kant. All right, are there any challenges, coaches? Okay, then at this point, we have a final score of Gurdon 210, Murfreesboro 265. Excellent game by both teams.
Excellent game is correct, Bill.
That's right, and you know, I'm not going to be surprised if we don't see these two in the finals next year. Those two teams were very young. Murfreesboro was here last year and was successful. Gurdon played an excellent game. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more energy, but let me tell you, these two teams, as young as they are, you're not going to predict how successful they'll be next year. I would hate to be in their classification and try to be getting prepared for them because they're going to be good.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And the team captain, I noticed Gurdon Malia, she was really hitting that buzzer and she was giving it her all. So she really did good. And the other team, of course, did a great job. We've seen some wonderful action here today.
Wonderful. Wonderful. This afternoon has been great.
It really has been. It's been wonderful. And I think we're ready to go to the set now for the awarding of the trophy and the check.
It has been quite a day here at AETN, and our final game was no exception. What a great game between two fine teams. We're very proud to present our Arkansas Governor's Quiz Bowl trophy for the second place team in Class 2A in Arkansas to Gurdon High School. Congratulations.
On behalf of Arkansas Governor's Quiz Bowl and the Arkansas Department of Education, here's a check for $1,600 for academic excellence. Congratulations.
And our state champion for Class 2A, the Arkansas Governor's Quiz Bowl Association trophy, goes to Murfreesboro High School. Congratulations. Great job.
You guys, you are worthy champions. $3,200 for academic excellence. Good job. Don't spend it on one place.
And now for the 2A All-Tournament team members, Carolyn.
The 2A All-Tournament team members are Edward Hawthorne from Walnut Ridge, Austin Klein from Quitman, Colby Qualls from Buffalo Island Central, Trent Miner from Conway Christian, Angelos Lambus from Parker's Chapel, Alex Arnold of Murfreesboro, Amanda Morley of Riverside, Amy McCosh from Pangburn, Will Adams of Eureka Springs, Cassidy Lucas from McCrory, Jeffrey Stewart of Cedar Ridge, who just barely missed being a High Point player, just barely, and Malia Chester of Gurdon, who is our MVP. Congratulations.
Let me give this to you. There you go, and here's your trophy. Congratulations.
Here's a scholarship check for $250.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
That's wonderful, the scholarship money. And Bill, I want you to tell us how important is the board, the Quiz Bowl board, to the success of Quiz Bowl?
Yeah, the Quiz Bowl board is essential. It would not happen, none of this would happen if it wasn't for volunteer teachers all around the state that actually in some cases they run for the office, but sometimes they just say, I would like to step in and take care of this board position. The board meets once a month. Sometimes they have calls back and forth. They'll meet over the phone, but it's an enormous amount of work. And we must emphasize again, this is volunteer work.
Right.
These folks serve on this board and no compensation. And they do it because they really like what you see here. Students who are developing into young adults and leaders for our state and nation. And they know that that's a very important thing for them to do. So there's about 14 or 15 of them. Some of them have been on the board for years.
Right.
Not just 3 or 4 or 5, but for a number of years.
For a number of years. Well, I'm going to pitch it to Carolyn Schreiber because she has a very special presentation right now.
All right, thank you. Okay, now we have a special presentation that we would like to make today. We have a board member who is going off, and she has been on our board for 14 years. You know her as the quiz master. We know her as one of our favorite board members, and we want to present her with something special this year in recognition of all the years she has served on our Quiz Bowl board. Kathy, this goes to you.
I don't even know if this is on. Oh, he said I might want to say something, and I kind of wondered what was going on at that point in time. But, you know, I can't think of a more worthwhile organization to be a part of than this academic organization that I've been so fortunate to work with for so many years. So just thank you very much, board members, and I hope you'll keep calling on me because I enjoy doing it. Thanks.
Good.
Congratulations to Catherine Hayes. Well, congratulations to everyone who participated today. This has been an exciting day, and the 2011 Arkansas Governor's Quiz Bowl is over for this year. I would like to thank the teams for their hard work, the volunteers from the Quiz Bowl Association, AETN, and you, the viewers at home. I'm your hostess, Evangeline Parker. We hope to see you next year for the 27th Arkansas Governor's Quiz Bowl. Until then, take care.
It's a great opportunity for them to take a lot of the things that they've learned in the classroom and apply it in a new situation. It's a lot of fun. It's got every bit as much action as any sports event. We have our ups, we have our downs. It's an exciting time. There's great camaraderie among the team.
I really enjoy Quiz Bowl. It's my favorite. I always put that my favorite. I'm going to be an activities court representative Quiz Bowl. I'm really excited about that.
It's fun, it's challenging, and mentally stimulating.
And it's just really fun because you can talk to a lot of your friends and during practice, and we're really kind of open to everything. It's not really so, really tight in all the rules.
There are just certain things you have to know on Quiz Bowl. First off, Norwegians it's really easy to figure out Norway. If it's a Norwegian playwright, it's Ibsen. If it's a Norwegian painter, it's Munch. If it's a Norwegian anthropologist, it's definitely Heyerdahl.
Like if you get 5 or 6 in a row in the first round, they're done.
Enemy in a Quiz Bowl match can be tension. If you're loose and confident, you'll be a success.
My brother and I, we do flashcards all the time together. He'll quiz me and then I'll quiz him, and together we both learn a lot of stuff that way. Oh, I have the most knowledge easily.
Oh, I'm definitely the better player. Definitely. Tony's got nothing on this.
I am the admiral on the team. Every year, highest scoring person is the captain. And I felt like I wanted a title, so I tried to think what's better than a captain than the admiral. No one objected, so that's the official title for me on the team, is the admiral.
What keeps me going to Quiz Bowl is I just love the pursuit of knowledge. I want to know lots of stuff.
Sometimes you get to spend long Saturdays out on competitions, but still you get to hang out with your friends and you learn a lot, you meet new people, and it's really great.
I love Quiz Bowl. I've been involved in it since I was in 5th, 6th grade myself. I played Quiz Bowl all the way through high school, and I loved it. And when I came to be a teacher, that was one of the things I knew I wanted to be involved in, was Quiz Bowl.
Well, we have a very physically intimidating Quiz Bowl team. Some bigger guys that we play against. So, I mean, we try to psych out the other team, walk in with our muscles all puffed out and things like that.
I've been on the Quiz Bowl team since about 1st grade. I've been the captain pretty much every year. I like Quiz Bowl because I just consume random facts, and I like to show up.
If you don't know a math question, you start writing down, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, and it looks like you're doing work, but they don't know that. So, yeah, it's good stuff.
It is. I can help with the math questions. We get stuck, and we've taught them how to do 15-second derivatives, and we've taught them combinations and other probability aspects.
It's a really great experience because you learn to meet a lot of people, learn to socialize better, and it's not only that, it helps you out in a lot of your classes because you learn new things earlier than you would have before.
Because Quiz Bowl is the best activity ever.